Demon Slayer is no stranger to unwarranted hate and slander. But it's time to stop. Stop the slander. Demon Slayer, one of the biggest titles out right now. The movie's not really new, technically, but it just recently released in North America, like about a week or so ago. I seen the movie. It was amazing. It was so good. That shit was so good. But not everybody agrees. Now look, just because you don't like Demon Slayer, that doesn't make you a hater. But you can tell me you a hater. You can tell me you hate Demon Slayer without telling me you hate Demon Slayer. I go on my anime list. That movie was real good. I wonder what, what the score is right now. Just so y'all know, as of right now, as of today, May 7th, 8.79. And so I'm like, all right, cool, nice score, whatever. I'm like, let me just see what the reviews are looking like. Boom, I come across this person named Rebel Panda, 5 out of 10. He gave the Demon Slayer film, the Mugen Train movie, a 5 out of 10. So let's go ahead and read. Now, I read the first few sentences and skimmed through. I didn't even read the whole thing. I kind of just read select sentences, and I know this. Let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. Rebel Panda states, one common misconception among the anime community is that sales and profit are proportional to an anime's quality. Is a film that sells millions of tickets objectively better than one that sells fewer tickets? Hey, y'all gonna have to chill on me, because when I'm reading, most of the time I'm reading subtitles, and that's when I'm watching anime. I don't really be reading out loud. I don't, I'm not in school or anything. I don't got no reason to read out loud anymore. So if I'm reading like a shy 4th grader in the back of the class, chill on me. Demon Slayer Mugen Train's record-breaking box office performance may lead you to believe it is one of the greatest films ever made, but the truth is the writing is no better than the anime. Alright, so first off, this tells me this person, I gotta make sure I don't say this person is one of those weirdos that thinks the studios just write this shit. Well, then again, actually no, because I think during this he mentions that this is a continuation of the manga. I don't know why. I guess they're just saying, this section of the series, isn't better than previous. This movie isn't better than season 1 in terms of writing. But anyway, I'm gonna let him slide, whatever. 3/4 of the 2-hour-long film takes place on the titular Mugen Train, a brave choice for one of the least interesting settings the series has to offer. Each train is similar, historically accurate wooden interiors, passengers conveniently sleeping while the bloody and... Wait, what? Oh. Grammar kinda... Each train car is similar. Historically accurate wooden interiors, passengers conveniently sleeping while the bloody and stunningly animated fights rage on in center aisles. While it does not quite deserve the R+ rating, the detailed animation and fight choreography will surely impress even the most cynical viewer. That shit is hilarious because they are talking about themselves. Alright, so this is, I think this is the most that I read, up to the, because I read passengers conveniently sleeping while the bloody... Right there, that told me that they didn't even watch the movie, or they weren't paying attention. They specifically went and watched this just so they could slander it. What do you mean conveniently sleeping? They weren't conveniently sleeping. The whole thing was in what is Enmu? Bitch ass demon's power. That's the power. All the tickets had their blood on it, because I don't know what gender Enmu is. All the tickets had their blood on it. The ticket gets punched. That's when the spell activates. How did you miss that? How could you have possibly missed that? If you didn't, then you're just a dumbass for putting that shit. What do you mean passengers conveniently sleeping? Unlike prior horrific villains in Demon Slayer, our central antagonist is solely motivated by sadism. He desires to send the Demon Slayers into pleasant dreams just before killing them. There's no real reason for these reality-altering powers within the narrative. It's transparently a plot device made to give us character development and insight into Tanjiro and our new supporting character, Rengoku Kyojo. A compassionate, high-ranking demon hunter with fiery hair and forked eyebrows. Once again, our villain pointlessly explains his motivations and powers unprompted. Okay, so let me read the whole thing and then I'll get into break each dumbass sentence down. Script troubles like this aren't simply a side effect of being a manga adaptation. It's poor writing. They could introduce clues at the start and later reveal the twist once we understand how the demon powers work. The writer could do this though through context clues rather than overly literal dialogue. Okay, here is one of the main issues with people in Demon Slayer slander. Motherfuckers act like a series has to be groundbreaking, go beyond the boundary, do this and that, all this mind-blowing shit. Like, it's just a simple story. And that's all. Oh, the story isn't even it. That's what you bitches like to complain about. So why is it that you can't accept what you're complaining about? The shit is simple. It's not super deep. So why are you talking about, oh, they could, like, who the fuck cares? The villain is a demon. He don't need any reason to be evil. He's a fucking demon. We trying to get to the point. We're moving this shit forward. We don't need to context. Like, this ain't no fucking Detective Conan, bitch. Like, what are you talking about? They could have used context clues. Shut up. Imu was annoying as shit talking and shit, but I wasn't thinking like, man, they really had to just have him explain what he's trying to do instead of like hinting at this and that. Like, I was just like, bitch, shut up, because I don't fuck with him. Or it. This dude talking about script troubles and this and that. And like, you acting like he was talking for 10 minutes about what he wanted to do. They could introduce clues at the start and later reveal the twist once we understand how the demon powers work. What do you even mean? Oh man, the way they should have wrote it was they didn't reveal what the power, and so like we just thinking they having dreams. Well, here's how I would have written it. You give it a 5 out of 10 because you like, I would have had them reveal the power, 10 minutes later. The antagonist is an androgynous demon since Tanjiro. Oh shit. The antagonist, an androgynous demon, sends Tanjiro and his friends into a deep slumber. In the meantime, he guides his minions, to invade the demon hunter's dreams, similar to a sci-fi flick like Inception. These dream sequences take up most of the first third of the film, with flashbacks scattered throughout the runtime. We return to Tanjiro's home in a snowy forest, seen at the beginning of the TV series. His family is alive and well. For the first time, we get to see their interactions. Seeing them reunited is emotional, but it quickly set in that it was all a dream and thus none of it mattered. Okay, so once again, like you say, this person has literally said it quickly set in that it was all a dream. So once again, I don't understand the whole, wow, they should have used context clues and not revealed the powers. Wait, what? It wasn't even all explained before the dream. They did use context clues and then it was just revealed. So once again, this person is literally saying, I would have had it revealed later, when you could already, like, you would already know something, like the lights flickering and shit, the conductor being all weird as hell. Like, those were your context clues that you were looking for. So like, once again, like, that shit, like, it doesn't make any sense, especially to be like one of the main points of you giving this a 5 out of 10. The purpose of this dream sequence is for him to reconcile with a past I didn't care about because it has never been relevant or exciting. See, what the fuck? What are you talking about? Nigga said Tanjiro's whole family dying isn't relevant. That's literally how this whole story started. That's the whole and like he said, in the movie, them being alive should be the life he's living right now. But some bullshit happened, and now he's got to take care of business. How, like, this is like, bro, 5 out of 10. Motherfucker gave this a 5 out of 10, hopped on here, typed up a whole essay thinking they smart and shit, but you fucking stupid as hell. I cannot believe what I just read, bro. Like, and I've read these reviews before, which y'all will see. Someone said Endeavor a better father figure than All Might. Anyway, like, motherfuckers really hop on this shit, hating, giving low ass scores, and then expose themselves. Like, there's no way you could have proofread this. You really typed this shit and said, yeah, I didn't care though, cause his whole family dying is irrelevant. How is that not relevant? Then nigga said, or exciting. No shit, it's not exciting. What? Bro. Their unceremonious death in the first episode indicated how much I should care about them and their one-dimensional character. Like, what are you talking, nigga? First of all, it's not even about them. It's about Tanjiro. Like, yeah, it's sad that people died or whatever, but that is the main character's family. That has an enormous impact on the main character. And then you trying to comfort them talking about one-dimensional characters. No, like this is, once again, this literally shows that they hopped on here just to hate and sound smart. Like, motherfuckers really hop on my anime list with hate in their heart, type out a whole motherfucker. You was not doing this in school, bro. You was getting D's and shit on all your essays. You mad as shit. Now you hop on my anime list like, oh yeah, I'm gonna really show them. Once again, his family's gory murder is used to make us sympathize with Tanjiro. Through his flashbacks, there was a significant chance to develop Tanjiro before leaving home, showcasing his relationship with one or two siblings, or even his mother would have added layers to him. Instead, the film blends all of his many family members together with a couple of boilerplate personality traits like happy and concerned for Tanjiro. Okay, so you're complaining that the character, you literally said you do not care. You do not care about them, and now you complaining about, oh man, they should have. You said the first episode showed me how much I should care about these characters, and then in the same exact paragraph you talking about, oh well, they could have developed the characters a little bit better. You said it quickly set in that it was all a dream, and thus none of it mattered. None of it mattered. And you're talking about, oh man, they should have had more individual interaction so we could see the relationship with each sibling, blah blah. But you just said it didn't matter. It doesn't matter. So why, like, that shut your ass up doesn't even make sense. So you wanted the story to waste time on characters you didn't even care about. Dumbass. The demon-induced dreams were adequately explained and logically coherent at first. Then they added new aspects such as destroying the subconscious and incarnations of the soul. These concepts are more suited to a film like Inception or Tenet than a Taisho era demon hunting plot. Anyway. What? Okay. What? What does that even mean? Nah, that doesn't fit. Like subconsciousness didn't exist back in the past. Back in feudal Japan, back in Taisho era Japan, whatever. That shit just didn't. Motherfuckers was walking around with no subconscious. Motherfuckers was walking around with no souls. Yeah, destroy the subconscious. Yeah, that shit makes sense because they're in their brain. They're in their mind. They're in their dream. What type of what? You said the concept isn't suited for Taisho era. Zenitsu and Inosuke's dreams are fluff filler, more suited to a non-canonical OVA or a fanfiction. If you were annoyed by their loud voices and obnoxious personalities, this film will not change your mind. Most of their dialogue is delivered in screams like in the anime. Yelling still isn't a joke, nor is it funny. At least their scenes are Oh, at least their scenes are few and they're reserved for sudden appearances to support Tanjiro in battles. On the other hand, Nezuko was almost entirely irrelevant. Once again, irrelevant. Do you know what that word means? No, you don't, idiot. You don't. What the fuck? Without Nezuko, Tanjiro probably would have been stuck in his dream forever. He went to get the water, and then his own mind told him that shit was a dream. Then he went back and he was just chilling again. Motherfucker was just sitting there chilling again. It wasn't until Nezuko used her fucking blood demon art shit, and then boom, Tanjiro was in his demon slayer shit, and he was like, alright, yeah, I need to dip. What are you talking about irrelevant? Not only that she helped out with keeping the passengers safe, that shit not irrelevant. Zenitsu, he didn't have a major role or anything, but he still supported. He's still, number one, he was keeping the like, everyone had a role. Not it's a fucking story arc, dude. Not everyone is going to have their shine. If that's not the whole point of this arc, like I said, you know, in my reaction to my review, was to show the distance between where we are now and where we need to be in order to ultimately defeat the demons in Mugen. We didn't need to see Zenitsu versus Enmu. We didn't need to see Zenitsu do something against Akaza. Is that dude name? Not everyone can have a major role. Tanjiro had a major role, Rengoku had a major role, and Inosuke had a pretty major role as well. Because if he wasn't there, Tanjiro would have himself. In real life. That shit was crazy. Movie fire as hell. But once again, dumbass talking about irrelevant. Saying shit that is relevant is irrelevant. L. Unfortunately, she does not get a dream sequence, which would have provided much needed character development. At least she's not stuck in a box for the whole time. If she had a dream sequence, that would kind of be cool, but at the same time, we kind of already know what she thinks. I mean, would a dream with her in demon form be any different than us seeing her look at Kaneki from season 1 and the nice demon lady? I don't remember their names, but y'all know who I'm talking about. When those two fake moons showed up and was throwing the balls and the arrow, the eye hand arrows and shit, she saw them as, you know, her family members. So it's not really like she really be thinking much. It didn't have a place there, and we didn't need it, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. As for the comedy, I mean, it's hit or miss. If you fuck with it, you fuck with it. If you don't, you don't. You know what I'm saying? It definitely wasn't like over the top or anything. I mean, Zenitsu is Zenitsu and Inosuke is Inosuke. Like, those are their characters. So like, the comedy with them is going to basically be the same, you know, type of shit. Zenitsu being dumb, being a little baby, screaming about shit. I didn't really mess with Inosuke like in season 1. Like, well, he was my least favorite character. But during this, like with him thinking that he was the boss and blah blah, like that shit was funny. I mean, and once again, like, this isn't like a it's not like this shit berserk or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, shonen is shonen. Do you know what shonen means? Let the motherfuckers be silly, man. Shit. Rengoku's dream is perhaps the only one of interest because it develops his backstory and motivations. There's a clear emotional connection between him, his anguished father, and his plucky younger brother. Seeing him inspire his little brother with pep talks and training made him all the more likable. Even though the dialogue was your average lines like "do your best," it was effective. He was genuinely my favorite character thus far. I would say his scenes, while simplistically written, made up for Tanjiro's tedious dream sequence. Anyway, unlike Tanjiro, Rengoku's flashback zeroed in on his relationships with the individuals like his mother rather than grouping them all together. With this minimal background information, the emotionally charged cinematic battle scene, The emotionally charged God, that does not say somatic. Climactic battle earns its spectacular payoff. Okay, so here's the thing. With Rengoku, we didn't know shit about him. So his father and then his little brother, the connection with them, that shit is like, you know, connect the dots type shit. He talked to his father, told him he a Hashira. His dad said he don't give a fuck. We both pathetic or some shit like that. Then he moved on to his little bro. Little bro was like, yo, did you tell dad? He's like, I ain't even gonna cap. He said he don't give a fuck. But hey, I'm nice. I know I'm nice. We gonna continue moving forward. Make sure you do your best. Whatever you wanna be, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'ma be there for you. Big bro here for you. And then we had the shit, you know, later on with his mom and shit. The situation with Tanjiro, once again, like those, we didn't know Rengoku's characters, you know, his family members in the past or whatnot. We didn't even know him. What we do know about Tanjiro is that his whole family got murdered. So him just being able to spend time with all of them, you know how much time you would have to take away to have all these, like, the individual relationships to show the different, like you complaining about? The third quarter flies off the rails and contains the film's best fight scene. You can easily sit back and enjoy the top of the line animation quality for this part, since it boils down to a battle between good versus evil. After 20 minutes of appreciating Ufotable's magnificent artistry and Lisa's emotional insert song, the climax lasts much too long. Huh? Like what? Bro, what are you talking about? Like, what does that even mean, bro? I ain't never seen anyone say some shit like that. Imagine you sitting there, oh yeah. Damn, I kind of been hyped for a while. This shit kind of dragging on. Like, can we calm down? Like, is that what you mean? Like, what are you talking about? Dude said that the climax lasted too long. No, it didn't. Like, so you wanted more time spent on shit you didn't care about, and then the exciting shit that you was like, okay, yeah, this shit lit. You said that shit was too long. Make up your mind, dude. You're not making sense. Like, you have dude pull up, Rengoku fights him, you think it's over, Rengoku go crazy, you think it's over again, Rengoku's still pushing on, and then you got Pussy Demon Boy running away, and then you got the Tanjiro yelling that shit, oh my. Voice, I ain't seen them not once mention how the voice actors was getting in their bag, especially Tanjiro. I ain't seen him mention that shit not once. That shit crazy to me. That shit real crazy to me. Bro, Tanjiro, oh my, that shit. The hero's foe, another seemingly invincible demon, gives his big bad speech multiple times before the battle finally ends. They aimed for an emotional gut punch, and it would have worked had the film concluded 30 minutes sooner. No! You're wrong! You're literally wrong! That shit worked, and you a bitch! Shut the fuck up. That shit doesn't even make any... This shit doesn't... This dude makes no fucking sense. And that's what I come to realize when I read all of these motherfuckers that's rating whatever that doesn't deserve to be low, a low score. Motherfucker gave this shit a 5 out of 10, and he talking about, yeah, that sad shit would have been sad if this shit ended 30 minutes. Like, what are you talking about? Unfortunately for... Who is us? Who is us? Please tell me. Because... it's not me. Don't include me in that shit. The final fight ends on a disappointingly... Bro, I'm so damn flustered, bro. I don't know why that shit look crazy. Disappointingly inconclusive note. In an attempt to stick the landing, Tanjiro lets out a long blood-curdling scream, which I can only describe as obnoxiously unnecessary. What the fuck? Literally, like I said, this motherfucker is a hater. Like, not just saying, oh, you're a hater. No, like, this person is literally a hater. And look, after I'm finished reading this, I will show you why. I have more proof. So just sit there and wait. Like, bro, like, reading these shits with these people saying this dumbass shit literally square up. Where are you at? Drop your addy in my comments. I'm pulling up. You stupid as hell. His voice actor Natsuki Hane put his heart into the performance, and his passion for the character shines through despite the lackluster script. Bro, see what I mean? Like, not only do they have shitty ass takes, but then they be contradicting themselves. Motherfucker said that shit was obnoxious. Then in the very next sentence he said, hey, the voice actor did his thing. Like, what the fuck, man? I watched both the Japanese version and English dub, and they're well acted. The English version casts each character appropriately. The overlong and incomplete ending can likely be attributed to the manga chapter ending on a cliffhanger. The material was stretched thin already, with no time to tackle the rest. Until the second season arrives, we're left with a hollow sensation that serves as a reminder this must convince us to watch the sequel. Demon Slayer Mugen Train is an amazingly successful product, and no criticism I levy at it will change this fact. Worldwide, it has made hundreds of millions of dollars and broken box office records. That's a landmark worth praising for the film for. The question is, does profit decide if a film is good or not? That's for you to decide. Yeah, shut your ass up, bitch! This motherfucker just, like, this is what I'm saying, like, these people, like, really, they're like, I'm gonna go ahead and, like, no life. You have no life. Like, it's so cringe. Like this motherfucker. He gave this incredible film a 5 out of 10, and then wrote this shit like it was a 10th grade like language arts essay. The film was fantastic. Like the shit that I read in this. Now, I said a few minutes ago that this is a certified hater, right? Oh, whoa. What the fuck was that, camera? Anyway, I told y'all this was a certified hater. I didn't say that, but I'm letting you know right now. That's what I'm calling this bitch. Certified hater. And the reason I say that, I seen his shit and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do a video on that. I'm for sure gonna read his review and call him out on his bullshit. Then after I had that, thought, I go to season 1 to see what the score is for that. Oh, okay, 8.6. Okay, just to see the comparison. And then I'm like, blah, just randomly scroll down and look at the bitch at the top of the reviews. 5 out of 10. Rebel Panda. Tell me you hate Demon Slayer without telling me you hate Demon Slayer.
I'm too cold, nigga, thaw me out. I was broke back then, but I'm balling now. Niggas a little trippy, I ain't falling down. Nah, I ain't falling down like, hey, huh?